Praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakadash.
Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and much love and salutation to the Akim out there pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. Brothers from Great Millstone, Tampa. I'm the brother Ash,
My brother Malakia.
and we're just back with another lesson um, on the mark of the beast, in this whole system that's being set up worldwide. And we're just going to bring out some information that, hold on, let me pull this up, because, hey, man, Esau's moving quick. And he's setting up these things all as most people are uh um what's it called distracted with all the gimmicks and the wars and everything, which is not, I wouldn't say distracted, but the people don't know what's going on, man. All right. And now look at this. They're gonna start requiring I think the Apostle Hart just did a video too. Is this gonna lead to the mark of the beast? Immigration officers around Minneapolis are approaching people and demanding proof that they are U.S. citizens. So they're going to start asking more and more people to prove that they're citizens. Yeah. So they're going to need a solution for all this, or you be liable to get beat over your head if you don't comply or get kidnapped. But nonetheless, we'll tie that back into here once we get to the biometrics and different shit that we're going to bring out. But like we did in I forget, a couple episodes ago, we brought out that China stopped distributing, or it has to be legally, it has to go through a legal process to sell any silver. Well, here, this is 3 days ago, U.S. Mint pauses silver sales as price soar. And what's the price at right now? Probably 93. Silver is at $94. Okay. Rising fast. Gold rising fast. Oil is up. All right, XRP's down, but which we're gonna get into that again, because that's again, if you've been watching, that's gonna be the bridge of this new system that they're setting up. Which, all right, we'll start. Well, I just wanted to bring this out to show you that the silver, this is very key. There's the reason the silver is going up is because the dollar, the value is going down. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get not ignorant of Satan's devices, because this is all their plot. This is all an agenda at the end of the day. And then we'll play this video because the nations are moving against the dollar. All right. Pause that for a second. And this was earlier this week or last week, January 12th. Go ahead, though. Get out.
The 2 Corinthians?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, God. It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2, and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And then in the AMP, it says to keep Satan from taking advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his schemes. All right. And we see, all right, this is a scheme, all right, that this devil is plotting, man. All right, to tear the masses away from really the full truth of what's happening in the backgrounds, man. He's setting up the plumbing, the infrastructure, all right, of this system. Okay, but he's putting a lot of different things in the way, okay, to tear the people away.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. People they looking at everything else but what's really happening, man. That's why you see the different things that's happening over there with Greenland, all right, the thing that's happening over here with ice, so on and so forth. The people's minds is somewhere else, and not really looking at what's going on with the financial system.
Yeah, and that's the reason we're bringing this up, because that's a major topic when it comes to prophecy, because that's. Well, let's get it. Revelation 13. Because what is buying and selling? That's part of the financial system. Mm-hmm. Everything is tied to the money makes the world go round. Well, wouldn't it make sense? You need to pay attention to what's happening with the financial system. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, the wars, all the skirmishes, the revolts that are going on around the world, including America. Yeah, but again, nobody's paying attention to what's going on in the background. Mm-hmm. And this is going to be the biggest wealth transfer ever. You'll see what we talk about when it happens. If you don't believe us, but we're bringing out all the facts, all the information, all the articles are out there. The information's out there, just nobody's paying attention. Mm-hmm. Except for the prophets. Oh, other people too, but they can't tie it to the biblical prophecies.
That's it. So this is the book of Revelation 13 and verse 16. It reads, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor.
Yeah, big nations and small nations. Like you guys see, everybody, man. Yeah. But it's specifically the people. Mm-hmm. All right. Because what are nations comprised of? People. If you ain't no goddamn, is Antarctica a nation? No, there's nobody fucking living there. Ain't nobody. I mean, there are people, scientists there and shit, but there's not. They ain't making transactions in the middle of goddamn Antarctica, as far as we know. There ain't no towns where they go to the grocery store and shop. So the nations are comprised of the people that do the commerce. The reason that these international trades happen is because people need product.
Right.
Of course. So of course, you have nations that buy things, but they buy things. The companies buy things so they can give it to the people, sell, so they can sell it to the people.
Exactly.
But so this is specifically talking about the people because the chip is going to be given to people, not Walmart. The fucking store Walmart, they're not going to get a chip. They already got the technology to accept it, but then the fucking store, they're not going to put a chip inside the store. They've been using their RFID,
Yeah, really, like you say, really to put this technology into the people, man, so that they can be accustomed to the system.
Yep.
All right, that's what this devil is doing, man. It says Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads,
which is the charagma, which the implantable. Well, matter of fact, let me pull it up again. We brought it out last week. We're gonna bring it out again. The 6G went into 6G.
Reese. Yeah, and while you bring that out, just going into that word causeth, it goes into the Greek word poieo. All right, going to make ready and to prepare. And this is what this devil is doing, man. He's making ready and preparing the people, okay, for this new system. You can read it, or you got that?
No, I just wanted to highlight it. Yeah, because I'm gonna insert that into the chat later.
Okay.
Because that's on their .gov website, so we'll keep that on the background. Because we're gonna tie this. You'll see. Stay tuned. Go ahead.
So it reads on in verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
And what's that mark? Well, according to the WhiteHouse.gov, it's implantable technologies that's going to communicate via the 6G network. All right. And again, the buying and selling, how's that going to work? Globally, well, the XRP, the blockchains, the average person will still be using the blockchain when they go. Well, they won't use it, but their payments will go through a blockchain. But XRP will be at the top of the pyramid, if you will, for transactions globally. The average person ain't gonna use XRP. Hell, they don't even know what it is. Most people don't know what the fuck XRP is, but nonetheless, you'll see. We're gonna tie this all together to make it make sense and why we're bringing this out. Because you can still get, be prudent and buy some XRP. So while it's cheap, it's only $2 right now.
That's right.
So let's play this. And again, this is nowhere connected to XRP. It says BRICS wage silent economic war against Trump's brinksmanship. This is YON. Okay, it don't say nothing about no XRP, but catch this: that I believe it's subliminal, a subliminal message, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Can you go back? I just wanted to read that little piece of
the description.
Okay, you're just going into okay. Nice.
Well, it says to challenge the dollar's dominance, which again, that's what's taking place as the global reserve currency. So, what's going to be the new global reserve currency? XRP. BRICS nations have initiated a digital payment system called Bridge, the blockchain. The Bridge is XRP. While the payment platform is still in its infancy, it is a start. In the next report, we decode how the BRICS nations' alternative payment system challenges the Western-controlled SWIFT system, which we broke down last episode, I believe, or previous.
I think last.
Yeah. So, but watch this. They just throw it in the background, bro. I caught it. I had to watch it again. I was like, wait a minute. And you'll see what I'm talking about.
As the global reserve currency, it's BRICS nations who've initiated. Well, to challenge the dollar's dominance as the global reserve currency, it's BRICS nations who've initiated a digital payment system called Bridge. While the payment platform is still in its infancy stage, it is a start. In this next report, we decode how the BRICS nations' alternative payment system challenges the Western-controlled SWIFT system.
See, they already showed it.
Oh, yeah.
They show it a couple times in this video. Watch. Okay, you can't really read it right there. Hold on.
China and Brazil already have an agreement to enable trade settlements in domestic currencies.
Right. So every nation is going to have a domestic currency via stable coins or CBDCs, whichever one they want to go towards. It's looking more like stable coins, though, from what we've been researching. So what's going to be able to transact the bridge, as we read in the description? What's going to be the bridge? It ain't going to be dollar bills no more.
Includes the trading and the
Hey, haven't we been saying XRP is going to be the backbone, right? And we'll say right there,
Messenger backbone.
and XRP is all of that. It's the messages, because that's what Swift is. It's just the messaging
system.
But XRP can replace all of that and move the funds at the same time.
hot commodity, soybean, which has been making headlines recently. The agreement allows for payments in Chinese yuan and Brazilian real. The system aims to reduce transaction costs, minimize exchange rate risks associated with the dollar,
and so everything he's describing is what we've been breaking down for the last few months. What XRP was made for, or the XRP, the XRP ledger, the blockchain, it was created for this exact purpose. What he's explaining right here. Well, again, they don't mention XRP whatsoever in this video, though, but we can read between the lines.
enhance the financial independence of both nations. This bilateral agreement is part of a broader effort by the BRICS nations to create alternative financial systems. This is to facilitate trade in local currencies and reduce reliance on Western-controlled systems like SWIFT or the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications. The proposed BRICS Pay or BRICS Bridge digital payment platforms are one example of those efforts. First, let's look at SWIFT, the current backbone of the global messaging system for international payments. SWIFT works as a secure messaging network.
It says not funds, though. It doesn't move funds. SWIFT doesn't move funds around. It's just the messages. It's an outdated system, in other words. And if you're going to add anything, brother, just let me know. I'll pause it.
It is not a money transfer system. SWIFT allows banks globally to send standardized instructions for payments and other financial messages. A bank sends a SWIFT message with details of the recipient and amount to another bank. The system uses unique codes to identify institutions. Funds move separately through corresponding bank accounts.
This is an inefficient way of sending money around the world.
It's definitely showing you that it's way outdated.
Yep.
And what XRP is coming with is something that's going to be up to par to be able to trade trillions instantly. It's not going from this bank to this bank and you're waiting days. This is going to be something that's going to be within seconds.
Yep.
Trillions and trillions of dollars throughout the day.
Imagine it's 4:58 p.m. on a Friday, and you send the money at damn near 5 o'clock. Now you gotta wait till Monday.
Something like that.
For it to even start processing.
Oh yeah.
For it to even start processing, you gotta wait till Monday. Then it's gonna take 3 to 5 days. And that's off of the U.S. dollar, the petrodollar, which is currently being dumped. China is at an all-time low of treasury bonds. They dumped all that shit and buying up gold. Yeah. That's why the price is going up.
Either through Nostro or Vostro accounts. It's like sending a secure...
Yeah, the Nostro Vostro accounts is where accounts where have trillions of dollars that they can't move around because it would be either too long or too expensive to move. Yeah. XRP has a solution for that. Which again is the backbone of this new system. The reset's coming, and the backbone is already set up, just waiting for the flip of the switch.
Instructions, not the actual cash. This ensures fast, reliable communication for cross-border transactions. Let's look at how a SWIFT transaction works. You tell your bank, let's call it Bank A, to send money abroad. Bank A debits...
Yeah, we're just showing you this so you can understand how the financial system works. And it's going to trickle down all the way to the commoner, the average people, the rich and the poor, so we're just tying it from macro to micro scale, because all of it's going to run on blockchain, and so is your ID. Right. Okay. Your ID will be on the blockchain soon. or transit, which I'll prove it to you in a bit.
Your account in rupees, then converts to dollars and creates a SWIFT message.
Swiss
Then,
message.
Bank A sends the secure message via the SWIFT network to the recipient's bank. Let's call it Bank B. The next step, Bank B receives the message and credits the beneficiary's account. Meanwhile, separately, Bank A settles the dollars
Doesn't
with
even
Bank
make
B
sense.
through their corresponding accounts. In other words, SWIFT is the secure post office for banks. The system delivers payment instructions while the actual money travels through underlying banking relationships. This makes global finance efficient and reliable.
Shit.
However, the US and its Western allies
Goes NATO, which is currently talking about leaving fucking America. Shit. Okay, man, this place is stupid. But again, this is why they need some way to lead the U.S. dollar, and XRP is the solution, which is American made. Like we've said a couple, every episode.
episode.
Shit.
have used SWIFT to sanction
There,
and cut
there
out
he is. There he is. Hey, boy, DJ.
countries like Russia from the global payment system. Also, if China buys soybeans from Brazil, the US can
And remember the whole shit with the soybeans. China stopped buying it from U.S. Now they're buying it from Brazil and others. And so all the soybean farmers are through. They're bankrupt and they have to sell their land because they didn't sell what it was. Oh, I think I forgot the exact percentage, but it was always promised every year to a certain amount to China. And this year or last year, they said, fuck y'all. So they've been sitting on a lot of soybeans they couldn't sell. The shit goes bad. It's not a canned food. You just sit on the shelf. It's crop harvest. When you harvest crops, it's already usually predetermined where it's going. And a lot of that percentage went nowhere.
It's the whole waste.
So they lost a lot of money, in other words. So they have to sell their farms now. And JD Vance, well, we brought it out before, he's right there to buy it, or his companies.
see this transaction and the money exchanged between those countries through SWIFT. So, the BRICS payment system is the answer to avoid that. The BRICS
Bridge payment system is the but again, what's the bridge? What are they gonna use? The XRP.
Pay or BRICS Bridge is a developing digital platform for cross-border transactions among member nations: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. This is to reduce reliance on SWIFT and the dollar. The system will use national currencies and feature decentralized tech like blockchain.
You heard them, like blockchain. Well, what's the blockchain they're gonna use? XRP Ledger, which is the blockchain that all the nations will use for cross-border payments, like he just said.
Use national currencies and feature
Yeah, you'll use your national currency, your stablecoin, your CBDC, because it's not gonna matter what it is. It's all digital, but there's gonna be a bridge,
Right.
which is XRP.
decentralized tech like blockchain. It aims for secure, low-cost, and independent settlements. Let's look at the key features and goals of the bridge system.
Yeah, you notice they're mentioning a bridge, but they're not telling you what that bridge is.
Exactly.
They're just telling you that, but all these nations have already adopted XRP, and so have people outside of BRICS. The only Muppets that haven't truly adopted it yet is America, waiting on the Clarity Act. They keep pushing it. I wonder why.
It facilitates payments in member countries' own currencies, avoiding dollar dependency. This also aims to bypass traditional Western-controlled financial infrastructure.
Right. So if you can avoid the dollar by using XRP ledger, what is the currency on the ledger or the blockchain of XRP ledger is XRP tokens.
Right.
Which if you own a token of XRP, hello, Jesus.
Bridge uses distributed ledger technology and nodes for secure interference-resistant messaging called the BRICS DCMS. Blockchain nodes are individual computers or devices which run blockchain software that connect
I fucking hate Elon's voice.
to a
This shit is
shared.
annoying.
So unlike SWIFT, the information, including the money exchanged, will stay between the parties involved and cut out interference from a third party.
See, cutting off
It is
East
designed
or
as an open-
it's pretty much cutting off of America. All these
Fine.
nations are gonna. Well, that's a shit. Esau, America's gonna have to use XRP because no one's gonna use the dollar, so they're gonna have to get on board, which they already are. They're just playing a game of charades, you know, telling you shit without saying it.
Exactly.
If that's the game of charades, you're supposed to use signals, right,
Yeah.
to tell people what you about something. So they playing charades with you people. They're telling you without telling you.
Exactly.
You know?
The platform to integrate with existing systems and allow countries to run their own nodes and messages. The system aims for efficient, low-cost cross-border payments, potentially with optional fees. Last year, Trump wanted 100% tariffs on BRICS countries if they moved ahead with their own.
That's the matter of fact, get that Isaiah real quick. That's the boy right there that's leading America to its end. Yeah, my mom came here this morning. She was like, "Hey, did you hear about the Amendment 25?" I just started laughing. Or 25th Amendment. I was like, oh boy, Trump ain't going nowhere, man. He not gonna, because the 25th Amendment isn't there for if a president loses his fucking mind, they can get rid of him. He don't care about no goddamn amendments, legislation.
Constitution.
He don't give a fuck about Trump. Look at him.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, because he don't bypass the Constitution.
How
man.
many times at this point?
Yeah,
Shit.
he telling y'all he the last president.
He about to suspend the midterms.
Yeah,
And remember, he a couple months ago he said, "Hey, I might have a third term."
yeah.
So hey, this nigga's here to stay. But again, he's doing the work of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, leading all these, including the allies, away from America. So what does that include? The financial system. They need to leave. If they're going to leave being allies with America, then they have to leave the dollar. You know, what they're gonna say, fuck America, but we'll keep using the U.S. dollar to transact. No.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse 4. It reads, "And the Egyptians will I give over into a hand of a cruel Lord."
Yeah, and there he is, right there. They call him POTUS, President of the United States. POTUS, pompous, Nero. Go ahead.
It says, "And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, the power, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai of hosts."
And there he is right there. Proud as all.
100% tariffs on BRICS countries if they moved ahead.
He putting 100% tariffs on BRICS countries if they move ahead, and he's putting tariffs on his own allies in NATO if they don't allow him to take Greenland. I think he said 10. He's gonna start with 10%, and then he's gonna go up to 25%.
Let me see if I can get those names I had.
To cost
Let me know when you
cross-border
got it.
payments, potentially with optional fees.
So it says President Trump announces a 10% tariff on Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, the UK, Finland, and the
Pretty much Europe. Goddamn.
all of Europe, and they already hurting.
Yeah, they're already through. But they're gonna retaliate too.
Yeah.
You know, with whatever. They'll just stop. Bro, this is America's done.
Yeah.
It's done. But this is all systematic. They're all doing this on purpose. They're all working together in cahoots at the end of the day. You know, because they want this new system to be set up. They just need the trigger. You know, pull the trigger. That flip of the switch. Okay. They need a reason to flip the switch and to be justified. And guess what? The solution's already there.
Exactly.
It's already integrated into most banks around the earth as we speak. And we're going to show you later.
Last year, Trump
Well, actually, we've already shown you, but we got more information on it.
wanted 100% tariffs on BRICS countries if they moved ahead with their own currency
Yeah, because the tariffs work so well with China.
to rival the dollar.
Okay, here we go.
However, there has been an increase in
Evergreen. You see how at the beginning of the video they showed it. And remember the movie that we brought out in episode 1 in the background, which we might have to bring that clip up again. Evergreen. And guess what? What is Evergreen? Let me see. Hold on. Before let's let the video finish. I'll show you what Evergreen is. Because why would they show this? Evergreen.
Yeah.
Why do they keep showing Evergreen? They showed it earlier in the video. It was like at the 1 minute mark, somewhere around there. Right there. Look. Evergreen. But you couldn't really see the name, so I didn't, I kept it going. So let me let this finish. Just remember Evergreen.
trade agreements and settlements in domestic currencies.
There it is. You can see it plain as day. Evergreen. What was the movie called? I can't remember.
I forgot. Damn.
Damn, it was a movie from the 90s or the 80s, something like that.
Yeah, you had it.
And in the background, it showed Evergreen. Bro, come on.
You gotta go back to the old episode.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
forgot which one it was.
Damn.
Damn, let me see if I can type it in.
Maybe go to the crypto chat we got. It's a good. Yeah, it's in there. But let me show you what Evergreen is. Okay, Evergreen. Or what is it? Not Evergreen. Evernorth. Is it Evergreen? Evernorth? Whatever.
It was ever something.
What was it? Hold on.
Let me fucking find
Evergreen. Hold on. Evernorth. Evergreen. Slovakia. Thought it was Evergreen. I
it.
think
The Evernorth?
yeah, it's Evernorth. I'm thinking green because the fucking ship is green. Evernorth. It's Ripperbank. What the fuck? Oh, okay, so it's Evergreen, not Evernorth. My bad. But nonetheless, because Evernorth is the company. But that's what I'm saying. Like the images. Hold on, Evernorth ship. Let me type that in. Maybe it'll pop up.
Damn, when you seen it?
Yeah, it was months ago. Shit.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, look, Evernorth has ships like that, right? But damn, Evergreen. Let me type in Evergreen then. Who owns Evergreen? Who owns Evergreen? Okay, fucking goop. Okay, so I'm mistaken. My bad. I thought it said Evernorth, but anyway. But I'm pretty sure. Damn, it was. I know it was in that shit that we was going into though, because we brought it out in the previous videos, and it looked just like that. I'm pretty sure.
Because it was like on a shipping yard.
Yeah, it was a shipping yard. Yeah. But nonetheless, you look for that and I'll play this.
BRICS members are slowly but surely moving away from the dollar. That suggests Trump's warnings are falling on deaf ears, or tariffs as a threat do not leave the same kind of concerns as they did before.
Evergreen. Maybe it's the same company, just Evergreen, Evernorth, Ace, whatever the case may be. But nonetheless, that one says Evergreen. See, this one says Evergreen and then Ace on the back. So it's probably the same fucking company. But nonetheless, man. You found it?
Nah. Really.
Damn, I can't remember the movie. But you remember because we went into it, the 589. It was on there.
Damn.
Like, just go back to the other videos that we did. Yeah, I know they're long, but oh well. If you're not interested in what we're talking about, then kick rocks. So let's move on now. You got it?
Nah.
All right, fuck it. So let's move on then. Got that. All right, so let's go to this. Oh, okay, right here. There we go. Another article speaking on what the BRICS is doing. It says India, China, South Africa, other BRICS nations to explore digital currency link to crush the dollar. This is as of today. India has proposed that BRICS nations explore linking their official digital currencies. How are they gonna link them? Well, they need a bridge, don't they? To simplify cross-border payments, cross-border trade and tourism payments buying and selling. Because again, what's the tourist gonna use? They need something. Because what if a tourist from China goes to India? Well, now you go to the airport, you got to convert your money at the airport. You got the exchange, right? Mm-hmm. You're not gonna need to do that because it's all gonna be digital, and XRP will be the bridge. So if you're from China and you go to, let's say, India, mm-hmm. you can just use your card, or very soon to be the chip, and the XRP will convert the money. It's like convert the money instantly, or whatever blockchain there is. But XRP will be there for the big money. It says a move that could gradually reduce reliance on the U.S. dollar as geopolitical tensions intensify. As the BRIC nations, Russia, India, South Africa, China, and South Africa. South Africa. This is the nigga that. Wait, what the fuck? Brazil. This is Brazil. Yeah, this is the. I was about to say, goddamn. So India central bank the central bank has proposed linking BRICS digital currencies to simplify trade and tourism. The plan could be tabled at the 2026 summit. If adopted, it may reduce reliance. It will reduce reliance on the U.S. dollar amid rising geopolitical tensions. The proposal builds on earlier BRICS commitments to payment systems interoperability. Mm-hmm. we're not going to read the whole thing on that. Just want to bring out the breaking, not break. Well, that's breaking news. That was literally today. And then so XRP has already, they've already gone through everything they need to go through. Okay, to be in place to solve the problem that's quickly arising. This is 2 days ago. XRP Ledger advances toward a quantum ready and institution first future. So XRP, and look, doesn't that look like a bridge? Look, this is the bridge right here. You see?
The old system to the new system. Everybody flowing through it.
Yeah, and come on, man. They purposely. Yeah, I know it's XRP, but X, which well, guess who was involved in that? We went into it in previous episodes. Your boy that's obsessed with X, Elon. I'll just read this first part. The XRP Ledger has taken a decisive step toward long-term security by advancing quantum. So they already, because we went into this a couple episodes ago as well. They tested it with quantum computing and it passed. It got the green light. It's able to handle all this quantum computing. You tell me another crypto that has already done that. It says toward long-term security by advancing quantum resistance upgrades across its developer networks. Recent test environments have integrated post-quantum cryptography, including dilithium-based signatures across consensus account management and transaction validation. We don't need to get into the fancy words, but Ripple LMAX Group deepen institutional financial integration with RLUSD, which is the stable coin that Ripple made. Okay, LMAX is in Europe, so they're everywhere. Okay, around the world already integrated into these banks and institutions, ready to get the green light. So we'll move to this article here, and then we'll hit chat. All right, this is from last year, actually, September 10th. This is on Binance.com. Russia warns crypto cloud reset coming. Is XRP the key? So this is the great reset is coming. All right, and they need something. Once the reset happens, they need something to get the system going. And guess what? It's already been made. It says XRP price would need to reach. We don't need to. We're not going to go into the details of what the price needs to be. You figure that out. It's only $2 right now. Put it like that. It says discussions about the potential for crypto assets like XRP to alleviate the national debt. See, this is another reason the U.S. needs this, because they're going to be able to get rid of that debt via this digital currency. This is the national debt of the U.S. We won't stop until you get. It says the United States are gaining traction again. The following recent remarks from an advisor to Russian Putin concerning the U.S. supposed hidden agenda with this expansive crypto support. Right. Exactly. Yeah, they playing games, telling you, we're gonna keep pushing it back, but they're behind the scenes. They're moving, and so is all the other nations.
He said that. You got it.
Yeah. It says on September 6th of 2025, Putin's advisor Anton Kobiakov argued during a press conference that the United States is rewriting the rules of the gold and crypto markets. Again, what's going on with gold and silver? It's rising fast. It's up to 4,600. Come on, man. Because what? The crypto is going to be backed by the gold and silver. That's why they're hoarding it. And it's about to be tokenized. So they're going to be able to hold on to it. And fuck the paper silver and fuck the paper gold. Right. Now it's going to be tokenized. And it's going to be on demand if you want it. But nonetheless, it's still going to be tokenized. So the whole financial system is about to change very soon, quickly too, to address declining global trust in the dollar. And this is September. He suggested that Washington could eventually move portions of its debt into stablecoins and the Clarity Act and cryptocurrencies, devalue it and restart from scratch. Hence the reset, the flip of the switch. Yep. Kobiakov, whatever. Liken this approach to U.S. financial resets of the 1930s and the 70s, right? In the 30s, that's when the gold standard. I think it was Roosevelt. All right, with the bank crisis, he declared it a national holiday, and that's when they started doing it. And then in the 70s, that's when they went away from the gold standard. Yeah, as they seem to be effectively pushing the world into a crypto cloud. And didn't Trump say they want to be the crypto hub of the world? Yep. Crypto capital. Yep. to reset the financial system. For context, the U.S. national debt has crossed 35 trillion. This has raised questions about how Washington might attempt to manage its obligations in a shifting global financial landscape. With digital assets increasingly entering policy discussion, speculation has emerged about cryptocurrencies playing a role in a systematic reset. And it's here. Against this backdrop, figures within the XRP community are running the numbers. Pompeius, a widely followed commentator, evaluated the potential price. All right, we'll skip over the potential prices. Um, let's go to right. Meanwhile, hold on, I don't want to skip that one part though. Hold on, where is it? Maybe we do got to beat it then. So you see why we talking about XRP. If they hypothetically applied this escrow to U.S. debt, the break-even price of XRP would be 983 per token. That's on the low end, and it's $2 right now. So imagine if you buy it at $2 and it goes to 900. At this level, the 35.6 billion XRP supply under close control could theoretically wipe away the entire $1 trillion debt burden. At today's market price of this is in September, it was at $3. Yeah. Because it reached like $3.50. Yeah. And now it's back to $2. That represents a climb of more than 32,000%. Because it was at less than a penny at one point. 32,000%. Yeah, so you tell me, yeah, come on, man. Damn. Silver ain't going up 32,000%. Anyway, meanwhile, Pompeius added that this calculation is just the first tier of XRP's potential. XRP could theoretically neutralize U.S. debt, and guess where it was created? U.S. He added that $10,000 XRP could serve as liquidity, which these are the things we've been telling you about, could serve as liquidity for CBDCs and foreign exchange markets. At 100,000, it could underpin securities in capital markets. And beyond 1 million per token, it could anchor assets tied to biometric and genomic identity systems being tested on the XRP. So they already been testing biometrics and genomic identity systems on the ledger, the blockchain. And that's where we're about to tie this into the chip. All right, because we show you the financial aspect of it, how the nations are going to use this, but now we're going to show you how you're going to be tied to this. All right, Pompeius argues that this kind of repricing wouldn't happen gradually, but rather overnight, if a global liquidity reset forced sovereigns and institutions to adopt the XRPL rails at scale, and that's currently happening as we speak.
And all it's going to take is just for a whole crisis to come.
Yep.
And when that crisis comes,
a liquidity crisis.
Exactly.
Where did it say that? Go ahead.
A liquidity reset.
Reset. Okay. Got it.
You know, it's going to get to a point to where these nations are going to have to go to one system. Yep. Okay, it's going to be the XRPL ledger, man. This is what we all heading towards too.
Mm-hmm. So we're not going to read no more. What is the point of this article was to get to this. What is biometric and genomic identity system? What is that? Oh, let's see. I asked ChatGPT. What is it? It says biometric identity and genomic identity are two different ways of identifying a person. See? So it's not about the nations. But why are they talking about that dealing with crypto and XRP? All right? Two different ways to identify a person based on biological characteristics. And imagine if it's inside of you. Okay, that's the number one. That's the best way. You can't fraud that. You can't commit fraud with that. You know, it says biometric identity uses physical or behavioral traits that can be measured. How they gonna measure it? Yeah, your thumbprint? No. Go where your fingerprints burn.
Yeah,
you know, people do that all the time, or they wear gloves and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Traits that can be measured and compared to verify who someone is, hence the mark of the beast. Ultimately, I remember doing this months ago. A video, the ultimate a biometric is the chip. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't fake that, but you can fake certain biometrics at this point in time. See, common examples: fingerprints, facial recognition. What if you got facial reconstruction or wear a mask? Yeah. Iris or retina scans. What if you got contacts on? Voice recognition. I mean, I could fake a voice. You know what I'm saying? Hand geometry, which they've been doing with the hand Amazon or was it Whole Foods? Yep.
Yeah, the palm.
Gait, the way you walk, even the way you walk. God damn. And with AI and all the cameras and shit, They know how you. Hey, you shall know a man by his gate. Get that real quick.
Yeah.
They using biblical terms. Damn. We're not making this up. But just stay tuned. We're gonna tie this all up to the chip and why they need this XRP. And it's a solution they created in 2012 for a problem that's now occurring.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 30. It says, a man's attire. Hold on, let me get the whole chapter. Okay. 19 and 30. So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 29. It reads, a man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show
His
what
gait,
he
the way
is.
he walk. Hey, like Waka Flocka. Hey, we could tell that nigga was fruity the way through his gait, the way he walked.
Like, he was hurting. Damn.
Yeah, he was hurt already. Through.
He was sore.
Well, it says key characteristics used for authentication, which is digital authentication now, right? Digital ID. And security, phones, airports, government IDs, which are digital now. Traits are unique enough to distinguish individuals, generally non-invasive. Yeah, okay. Wait a minute, non-invasive. Okay, you keep thinking that it's not gonna be invasive. It says data can be data can change or be compromised. Exactly. Fingerprints can be lifted, faces can be spoofed. Typical users, phone unlocking, right? Like you already using this. All this technology, you're already using this every day. Border control, time clocks, law enforcement. Genometric now. Genomic, I guess.
The genes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Genomic identity is based on a person's DNA sequence there. How the fuck are they gonna get that? Huh? How would they get your DNA sequence if something's not in you, right? To get that, they could get a blood sample or whatever, but how could they monitor that 24/7 with a chip?
Yeah. And the start of that too was with that C19 when people went to start to go get that the jab. All right, they're saying that it was different nanobots was inside of it. All right, and then the people that's walking around with that jab, they're being monitored 24/7 right now. So it's gonna tie in right along, with this with the chip when it's being implemented.
Yep. So DNA profiles, genetic markers, whole genome, or so pretty much extreme. So it's pretty much they need all this to monitor you. All right. Why this discussion matters? Biometric data can often be replaced. New password, okay, it cannot be changed once exposed. See, once they got that chip in you, you can't change it no more. That's gonna be the ultimate digital verification.
Right.
The authentication, which is going to be digital, right? They've already started digital IDs tied to your digital wallet. So if the digital wallet and the digital IDs are tied, what is going to be the source? How are they going to be able to utilize that? So now let me add this, all right, into the chat that we've been going into for the last couple episodes. I'm going to introduce that into there. What the fuck? Okay. How? Well, hold on. Let me matter of fact, hold on. Let me source, so ChatGPT don't act stupid. Let me do something. I'm gonna give it the title of this article that we just read so it can read it along. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah. I just because if you put the link in there, it won't for some reason it won't open it. So if you put the title of the article, it'll find it. So let's do this. Let's see here. See, we're doing this live. Let's see here. Where was it? Okay. How does biometric and genomic
That's right.
what the hell? this ties in cleanly, and logically, but only if we stay disciplined about where biometric and genomic identity sit in the stack. Ooh, look, we didn't even say 6G yet.
Okay.
I didn't even introduce it. I was going to introduce it later, but all right. If we stay disciplined about it, and where, so like you read it. Go ahead, brother.
All right, kind. It says this ties in cleanly and logically, but only if we stay disciplined about where biometric and genomic identities sit in the stack and where they absolutely do not. I'll walk you through this in layers, then give you a single integrated flow that connects everything we've discussed: tokenization, XRP, digital ID, 6G, commodities, settlement, without drifting into dystopian or sci-fi framing.
Well, that's where we're at. We're in a dystopian society. Sci-fi is becoming reality, man.
Mhm.
What you seen on movies, that's about to become a reality, man. Real talk.
It says point one first. It says what biometric and genomic identity actually are in systems terms. It says used to answer one question: are you the same authorized human who enrolled?
Yeah, and how are they gonna? Are you who you say you are?
Yeah.
And especially again, we brought it out earlier. Now they asking everybody to prove that they're U.S. citizens, aren't they? The ICE, the Gestapo, which is really it should be called instead of immigration. What's ICE stand for? Immigration.
Custom
Enforcement. It should be Israeli custom enforcements.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
the IDF is all up in there.
God. It says examples: fingerprint, facial recognition, iris scan, and voice. Biometrics are about authentication, not value. It says, are you a unique biological individual without duplication or fraud?
See, that's what they're gonna push it as. Too many people is saying they not who they are,
And it's a lot of fraud.
and it's a lot of fraud, and it's a lot of immigrants,
Mm-hmm.
and that's around the world.
Yeah.
Europe is the beast
Yep.
in general,
Mhm.
including America, is facing immigration problems, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Don't do too much, brother, because that'll go off super sensitive. But this is a major problem. Yeah, it's a new one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just super sensitive. I was doing it the other day. But this is a big problem, but they have a solution for it.
That's it.
The chip. But again, the chip,
Mhm.
as we read, all this information will go through a blockchain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And let's see how it. Because again, I waited to see what chat said. In the video, we didn't make this up. I don't know what's gonna say. We'll see. Go ahead.
It says genomics is not for daily transactions. It is for high assurance identity assurance.
Issuance.
Issuance.
Yep.
The water. It says one-time enrollment.
Yeah, take the chip.
Mm.
You don't have because now you got to do this. You got to keep doing that. You gotta prove it. Nah, man, that's gonna be solved with one solution. The charagma, the mark of the beast.
One-time stamp.
See, that's why we told you to stay tuned. We're 48 minutes in. You see how we tying this all together now?
Mhm. It says sovereign identity, uniqueness, anti-fraud, and benefits citizenship.
There's a
or
lot of, like you
credentials.
say, there's a lot of fraud. Hell, the Tampa at 1 year was #1 for frauds.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
The draw.
Yeah, for frauds, tax fraud, all
man.
kind of fraud. Tampa was #1, and this was back in 12 or 11,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, I remember because never mind.
We gotta get
Yeah.
it.
It just felt like this. I knew niggas that was getting Ferraris and they lived in the hood. Go ahead.
It says, genomic data is never meant to be transactional.
Mhm.
Where biometric genomic identity live, critical distinction. They do not live on blockchains. They do not move with transactions. They do not touch XRPL. They live in identity systems, not settlement systems. So
Yeah,
showing you it's a
there's certain blockchain.
Certain
It's not gonna be.
blockchain.
They don't live on there, right? Go ahead.
it's a distinction between the two.
Yeah.
You know, one with the financial side and one with the identity side. You want to keep going and read?
Yeah,
this
keep
piece?
going. Keep
Oh,
going. I'm just
okay.
gonna put that in there. It won't for that article. Oh no.
Oh,
Well, I'll just let it think while we keep reading.
okay.
Where were we? Okay. Oh, damn.
Damn,
It was a lot of shit. Go ahead. Here you go.
Okay, I already read this piece, so I just
Okay. Here. Okay, we can skip over that. It's just giving you a physical. Okay.
think of biometric genomic identity as the lock on the door.
There you go. So
Yeah.
to access to get into this digital system, you're gonna need the key, which is the chip,
Yep.
to get
To
through
get
the door.
in,
Don't
yep.
you need a key to open the lock? Or in modern terms, access code, a
Right.
digital code, a number,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which the that number will be stored on the Charagma through the Graphos,
Right. Mm-hmm.
right? Which is we don't even have to bring it out. We already brought it out before. You should know what the Revelation 13 say by now.
Hell yeah, by now. Shit. And you say with the lock on the door, like you say, it's the key to get in, but also, it's not a key for you to get out because once you're in, you locked in into that system.
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
Remember, they had to plug in.
Oh,
You remember in the movie The Matrix, they had to physically plug in.
Yeah.
That was the key to get into the Matrix. They had to plug in, or that little thing they stabbed in the back of their neck. That was the key, and they had to put it in them, right?
Yeah.
Just like the chip's gonna be put into you, man.
Into the Matrix. Yeah, damn.
So the Matrix is being built. It's already built. Now they're gonna start introduce because everything is being tokenized. Everything's being put onto a digital database, so to say, and
Right.
you will be next. Well, not us, but people will be next. That's the last step because the digital world's already here.
Yeah.
Now you just got to introduce the people into it.
Yeah. This is point 3. Why biometric and genomic identity enter the picture at all? As finance becomes tokenized, digital ID gated.
Digital ID. And where's that digital ID gonna be? What is gonna gate
Damn.
the gate? Something has to open the gate,
Yeah.
and that key will be the chip.
Mm-hmm. It says machine driven.
AI.
Yep, surveillance.
Yeah.
Cross border is always on 24/7. Damn. 2 risks explode: identity fraud, credential duplication, passwords, documents, databases fail at scale.
Right, and then they need a solution for that.
Mm-hmm. And it says biometric plus genomic identity are being explored because they bind identity to a physical human.
Ooh, how could they do that? How can they bind you? How can they bind your digital identification to a physical human? How could they do that?
Mm.
And because it just admitted that people are committing fraud,
Yeah.
right? With fingerprints and what was it?
Is that the first one? No. Right here. Oh, no, that's not. Oh, it had to be up then.
Okay, well either way, we already read it.
Yeah.
So people are faking shit, right?
Mhm.
Niggas in the hood can do this,
Exactly.
So how much more on a macro level?
Mm.
Go ahead, though. Well,
Yeah.
right here.
So the reason why they're gonna bring this system in is they're gonna put this system, this chip within you, man, so you can be bind, okay, with the system. So they're gonna be no more saying, okay, it's fraud over here happening in this state,
Right.
okay, or in this state or this city. Nah, if it's somebody, you can't even commit fraud, because it's really tied to you.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to scan your hand
You gotta
to
be verified.
verify who you are,
Mm-hmm.
or your brain, whatever the fuck chip you get, like a Muppet. You fucking paraplegic in a wheelchair. You can't even move your hand. They gonna scan your fucking forehead.
This shit really get real.
Yeah, this isn't science fiction. This is reality.
Shit
This
happening.
better said, it's biblical prophecy.
That's right.
Go ahead,
That was it on it. Ain't it?
prevent. Yeah,
Prevent multi-identity abuse.
yeah. See, bro,
Yeah.
people people have all kind of identities.
This is enable non-repudiation without revealing data.
hmm
You can read that one.
I'll read this one. It says how this ties directly into tokenized access and XRP. Important principle: identity controls access. See, you're gonna have to prove who you are to have access. XRP settles value, hence the transaction. Right?
right.
You got to prove who you are before you make the transactions. They never merge, but they're one and the same.
Right.
Yeah, they don't merge, but they're one and the same. All right. And again, the different blockchains it just moves information.
Yeah.
If you go into it, it says step-by-step integrated flow, everything connected. Step 1, high assurance identity enrollment, one time. Yeah, the chip. Because that's the one time. One thing person enrolls with biometrics to authenticate, which I mentioned earlier, the ultimate biometrics is getting a chip in you where they can store the information in you.
Right.
Now nobody can use that information because it has to be scanned through you. Unless they cut your goddamn hand off. And even then, they're going to ask, why do you got a fucking nigga's hand? That ain't going to work. It says possibly Genomic verification to ensure uniqueness. Yeah, because once that chip is in you, it's going to be reading your vitals. It's going to read your genomic codes and all that. Data stored in the secure, sovereign, or regulated systems. Blockchain not involved. Yeah, ultimately blockchains for the money. Digital ID credential issued. The person receives a digital credential, right? Through how? The graphos. But you need to have the charagma to get the graphos. Cryptographic keys, which is, don't they call it crypto?
Right.
You know, that's what ultimately it's crypto is short for cryptographic, right? Cryptographic keys, permissions, citizenship. Hey, aren't they going around the U.S. asking if you're a citizen right now? Residency, accreditation. This credential proves eligibility. Are you eligible to be part of America?
Right.
Are you eligible to be in Walmart? Are you eligible to work, to buy, to sell?
Ready to do anything.
Bring it out again.
God.
Yeah, Revelation 13. Are you eligible? That's another word. Are you eligible to buy and sell? Well, how's that going to come through? Well, you're going to have to be, first and foremost, be digitally verified. Go ahead. Just get straight to the point.
This is the book of Revelation 13 and verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Eligibility does not expose by, it doesn't expose biometrics or DNA. Right, that's not going to be like something you go to the Walmart and they know your biometrics or your DNA.
Right.
But it proves who you are, right? Step 3, wallet/institutional access granted. When accessing CBDCs or stablecoins, tokenized commodities such as gold, silver, right? Securities, bonds, and whatnot, settlement rails, XRP, which, anyway, the system checks. Is this wallet controlled by a verified, eligible entity? Yes or no? And how ultimately, how is it going to be proved? Through the chip. Step 4, XRP ledger does its job. Once access is, first you got to get, bro,
damn,
you can't see where this is going. You need access to the ledger first. That's why it's not completely tied together. It's not one and the same, but it is in the same. It leads to one. The authentication leads to the access to the transactions, if you will. Once access is granted via verifying who you are, right? Via the chip, ultimately. Because now they already started with the digital IDs. They've already started. Now they're going to start asking you, nigga, you show me the ID. And they might not even ask you that. They might just elbow you in the fucking neck.
Yeah, because at the different airports, they're saying that they're going to start taxing you. I forgot how much it was, but they're going to tax you if you don't have a real ID in order for you to even travel. And it's another video that's surfacing right now going on with people with their passports. They trying to go to a different, okay, let's say they book a flight and they go to the country or whatever, but then when they try to leave, the passport is expired. So it's like the U.S. is blocking a lot of people.
And that's an inefficient system.
Yeah,
the chip will never expire. That's a problem that they need a solution for, which they already made. So it says once access is granted, XRP settles tokenized silk.
Damn.
Tokenized silver, tokenized bond, because even the bonds are going to be tokenized, bro. People don't understand where this is going. Most people don't. Most people don't know. Foreign exchange flows. XRP breaches liquidity. No identity data is visible. No biometric genomic info moves. Yeah, so perfect, because it's going to be stored in your chip. It don't have to move. But it has to be verified. Bro, it's simple as a scan. Now, that's how simple it's getting. It's just they just gonna have to scan you. But we ain't going down that road.
No.
Because the banks, again, like I mentioned, Walmart's not gonna get a chip. The JP Morgan, the banks don't have to get a chip. So if you own tokens that the banks use, you don't need a chip. If that makes sense. If not, oh well. XRPL sees accounts, not people. Right, because that's the ledger or the blockchain. Where 6G fits with biometric genomic identity. 6G makes real-time authentication possible without centralizing data. See,
Damn.
they trying to win the race. 6G, goddamn.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but how? Implantable technologies. Still highlighted. Example, biometric check at device edge. Yeah, you through your phone, because everybody's gonna still have a phone, and now they're trying to put phones in you. How the fuck how that gonna work? Because right now your phone has a what? A SIM card.
Right.
If your phone don't have a SIM card, it don't work.
Yeah. Right.
Guess and I went into the how SIM cards. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. How do SIM cards work? Do you know your SIM card in your phone is actually a computer? Do you know that? Let me see if I can find this shit, bro. This shit is crazy. This shit gonna blow your mind. How SIM cards work. You think it's just a little piece of plastic? There's a whole computer in there.
I know it's one of the letters that get popped.
Yeah, that's the spirit. To the Jews first, and also to the Gentiles. I didn't even click on it, but
I'm trying to find that phone company. There's a phone company, I believe it's Nokia, that was talking about it, how they were trying to get rid and phase out the phones and to put into people. It was Nokia.
okay, here it is right here. This is it. It's a 20-second video.
Gold-plated chip stores a
Gold plated, you heard that? Gold plated chip.
Yeah.
This is what you got in your phone right here. Let's see, run it back.
unique ID, and once you put the SIM card inside your phone, that unique ID is sent to your mobile network for verification. In response, the mobile network sends back.
That's gonna be in you.
You put it in your phone.
See because the SIM card is a chip.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the exact video, but I think it is. Let's see.
A challenge code, which can only be solved with a secret key that's also
The key,
Yeah.
a secret key. Oh, you
Oh,
understand?
you got it.
stored inside the same chip on the SIM card. Once solved correctly, the SIM card is verified, and your phone finally gets connected to the network.
Now you're able
This
to use it.
gold-plated chip
Nah, that's not the one. Go ahead.
Now I'm saying, but now you're able to use it. It's basically going off the video.
Yep.
You know, once it's verified, it's activated, and now you're able to use the phone. You get service. It's gonna be the same thing with the chip being inside you.
Maybe, I can't remember. Damn,
What was it?
I watched it a while ago.
Oh.
Maybe this is it. Huh?
Ever wonder how your phone connects to the mobile network? It's all thanks to the SIM card. A SIM holds your unique ID, called the IMSI, and a secret
And your unique ID. You about to have a SIM card in you. Well, not us, but you know what you're talking about.
key. When you turn on your phone, your SIM talks to the network. It proves
The routers are like blockchains, bro.
your identity by solving a secret math puzzle. If it gives the right answer, boom, you're connected. No SIM.
And that's exactly how digital wallets work. They need keys.
Yeah.
No network. It's your phone's passport to the mobile world. Ever wonder how your phone connects
You
to
saw
the
that?
mobile network?
Radio frequency at the end of it. So that's the point of on that. You know, I can't remember exactly where the video was. I'm not gonna go through my history and look at it.
Another video.
Try to find it. Yeah. But that was weeks ago, shit, that I saw the video. But anyway, example: biometric check at device edge, credential validity. Yeah, check instantly. Access granted or denied. XRPL settlement executes. See, so through 6G, you're gonna need a key to enter into that space, the matrix, and then XRP, the ledgers is there to execute the settlements, the financial, the buying and selling.
Yeah.
But you have to have credentials. You have to authenticate who you are, and G6 makes it in real time. God damn.
Quick access.
The flow, biometric, the chip, credential check, authorization, settlement.
Now you can go
No
to the
raw,
system.
yeah, exactly. No raw data leaves the identity system. Yeah, of course. So when you make a transaction in this coming future that they're setting up, your actual data, this nigga got diabetes. That's not gonna go onto the ledger. They don't need that.
Exactly.
They just need to know that you're verified, you're authenticated. Why regulators are comfortable with this model? Because identity stays sovereign, right? That's they're gonna push. Oh, you're sovereign. Yeah. Data stays off ledger. Yeah, your personal information anyway.
Right.
Compliance is enforceable.
Oh,
Comply or die.
Yeah. You know, with the AI, the systems, you know, They're gonna have the surveillance. All right, so you're gonna have to be compliant, all right, with this system. All right, it's gonna be enforceable, or you're not gonna be in the system to be able to use it. That's why they got all these different detention centers and shit, ready for you people.
Ready to go. That's why they rounding people up through ICE
Yeah, this is
and
the
asking
start
you
of
for
it.
your identification. Very soon, you're gonna have to be verified digitally because anybody can make a fake ID.
Exactly.
Ah, shit.
You can make a fake.
I remember having a fake ID when I was a little jit. Yeah, that was over a decade ago. But the point is, people do it every day.
Yeah, that was a common thing. Now it's starting to get not so common. You can see the gates of this place is starting to tighten and it's getting squeezer. The squeeze is getting tighter and tighter, man, to where you can't really commit fraud like how you used to do back in the day.
Nah, it ain't. Niggas ain't millionaires off of taxes no more.
That
That
shit,
shit,
yeah.
it is done.
Because the AI don't got into the system and it's flagging.
Yeah, exactly. And Trump said that people about to have the best tax returns, and then he don't want people to get taxed. I wonder why.
Right.
That's an incentive to get onto this new system that they got coming.
Mm-hmm. So it reads on the point 6. You had read this. Con says why regulators are comfortable with this model.
Right here, settlement. Yeah.
Okay, settlement remains neutral.
Yep, and then decentralized, in other words, which XRP is decentralized. The ledger, blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
It says this mirrors existing finance. Banks know who you are. Fedwire does not. XRPL fits exactly where Fedwire or Swift sit today, just faster and more global.
And we started the video off with what the BRICS nations are doing. They're moving away from Swift, and XRP is there to fill the gap.
Exactly.
That's about the void. There's about to be a void in the financial system, and XRP is there to solve it or fill it. What does not imply?
Important clarity.
DNA. Obviously, your DNA is not gonna be on a goddamn blockchain, literally. Biometric data tied to XRP addresses. Yeah, obviously that's not real because XRP is a token and your address is digital. Anyway, financial transactions exposing. Okay, that's of course we understand that. XRP, no, okay. So yeah, they're just backing up what we've been said.
Yeah.
We're not saying XRP is gonna surveillance you, nigga.
Nah, it's just gonna be tracked.
It's just gonna be. This is the system that they're using, adopting.
Yeah.
Those okay. They blah blah blah. Okay, go ahead up.
Point 8, it says why biometrics and genomic identity matters specifically for this future. In a world where for
the future, the future is here. It's not sci-fi.
Right. It says commodities are tokenized, assets move instantly, machines transact autonomously.
Yeah, damn. So AI.
That's just really moving in 6G.
Bro, this is places through. We are literally seeing the market of beast being implemented, or this market of beast system being implemented worldwide. ChatGPT is telling you, literally breaking it down to simple terms.
Specifically for this future.
Mm-hmm.
What's coming. It says border matter less.
It doesn't matter where you live because XRP will be in the middle to transact or to convert everything.
Mm-hmm. It says fraud scales faster than humans.
Damn.
The system must answer 2 questions instantly. Is this entity allowed in
the chip
identity layer? Can value move safely now? XRP, ledger, XRP. Each layer solves one problem.
Exactly. So, but each problem is you got to build. It builds upon each other.
Yeah.
To get to the ledgers or the blockchains that they've already set up worldwide, not just XRP, all the blockchains, which everything is going to go through a blockchain, including commodities.
Point 9 says one sentence synthesis, the clean truth. Biometric and genomic identity establish unique, high assurance access at the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Digital,
which is going to be via the chip.
Mm-hmm.
What better way to put it in you to completely verify you?
You know it's you.
Yeah.
It says digital ID gates participation.
The chip.
6G enables real-time verification.
The system. How can I put it? The information being,
like
communicating, the Internet of Things, the Internet of Bodies, the Internet of of everything.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be
Like-
on the
like-
internet.
Yeah, like
so to
all
say.
at once.
The
Circulate.
Matrix.
The Matrix, yeah. It says tokenization represents assets.
Such as gold or silver, so on and so forth. That's why we start. So like that's why we started off with the silver.
Yeah.
Silver is about to be tokenized.
Mhm.
If you don't have the tangible piece of silver, you don't own silver.
Damn.
And then guess what? For you to sell the silver, it has to go through tokenization. She can wait.
Mhm. It says XRPL settles value. XRP
Yeah, and XRPL, which is the ledger, is going to settle the big value, trillions and quadrillions.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
again, there's different ledgers, there's different blockchains that they're going to work for everyday people.
Right.
But just imagine if you own the token that the XRP ledger is dealing with for trillions, if not quadrillions of dollars. What do you think the value of that's going to be? Because that's what the banks and the institute. You know what? Hold on. Before we keep reading, we're not just making shit up off. We're not just making this shit up. We've done the research. You ain't got to believe us. Oh
Yeah.
shit! Hold on. Yeah. Look at that.
Something about golden. Yeah.
Hold on. It's probably on here. Oh, no.
Fucking show.
Yeah, dude, I seen that nigga get his ass beat. Damn. Bank of America asserts buy rating on Coinbase. Fuck Coinbase, man.
Yeah, that shit going on.
Damn, that shit gone.
It says something about gold. It don't matter.
Anyway, yeah.
Shit's
Gold or
still
silver.
going up. That shit's still going up.
Yeah. Still, matter of fact, let's check it. Where's that?
I thought I seen it. Yeah.
Silver's up to it's still at 94. Gold's at
Yeah.
bro. It's about to break 4,700. It's
Something
today.
gold
This
is
week
gold.
might be an all-time high for gold and silver.
It's an all-time high right now.
Yeah, 46.79. Yeah, and 94. Yeah, that's an all-time
94.
high. They're already at all-time highs, man.
Just breaking shit.
Hey, guess what? It's going to be tokenized. Wait, what did you say?
Nah,
ICE
I
agents
know,
arrest Mexican restaurant nigga. Oh well, get your chip, nigga. Because that's what it's coming to. That's what they're gonna tell you. Oh, you want to stay in America? Where's your chip? Yeah, right here, tokenization.
So it says tokenization represents assets. XRPL settles value. XRP bridges liquidity. None of these layers replace the others.
No, it's a building block. They have built a new system. It all works together. We're not saying XRP is the all. It's only gonna. No, we're just telling you this is what Esau is using. And we're just trying to be prudent.
It says why your overall thesis still holds.
So even chat says like, damn, because this is the same chat we've been using for weeks at this point.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT is saying this is the thesis still holds. Go ahead.
It says you've been tracking a single idea across this entire discussion.
See, we just typed this in. We didn't make this up.
Yeah. It says modern finance is shifting from trust in institutions to trust in systems. Biometrics genomics solve identity trust. XRP solves settlement trust. That's the real connection.
Ooh. So we didn't say it. ChatGPT said it. And we typed, and that's why we waited to the very end to bring in chat. We show you the articles. We show you what's going on in the world. This is episode 9. If you don't know what's going on, hey, that's all right. That's all right.
You ain't watching. Just wait till the chip comes.
Yeah,
Shit,
and that's
what's
it.
coming.
Yeah, and stay tuned to episode. Oh wait, I forgot. I put the link to the. Let's see what it say because because the question we asked it earlier was from this article. The biometrics and genometry or whatever. So I put it in the article. Oh, I guess it was able to open it. Okay, here's
That's
a clear
all.
summary and yeah, that was the one for Binance, the Russia about the Russia shit.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead and
All right,
read that.
All right, so I read it. On this point, it says here's a clear summary and interpretation of the Binance article you linked. Russia warns crypto cloud reset coming. Is XRP the key, and how it fits into the broader themes we've been discussing? Supply dynamics, institutional adoption,
Where you at?
systemic rails, etc.
So we might as well finish this off.
All right, come. This what? Just the first piece? Oh shit.
Oh shit, there's a lot. We'll finish it. We only at 144. God, ladies and gentlemen. An hour and 14 minutes in and 40 seconds. So yeah, we'll just finish this last piece.
All right.
I'll read it. What the Binance article actually reports, the article is not an official Binance market report. Okay, we don't care about that. Russia warning about financial reset. A Russian government advisor. Okay, we read the article, nigga. Shit. Speculative narrative about. Okay, we don't care about that. Well, we do, but and that's not what the video is about. The article's broader context. The piece is written in the stylistic tone of speculative macro storytelling connecting world debt, geopolitical sentiment, and extreme XRP price targets. It includes phrases like crypto cloud, reset, only XRP is neutral. This is typical of, yeah, of course. How this links to the broader XRP and institutional themes. The article reflects the retail. Okay, it doesn't show. Okay, yeah, so.
Ain't really
They ain't saying shit.
Yeah, we read already.
And we already plugged it in. Now I got to consider that moving forward. How to read these kinds of articles. Yeah, now you're going to tell us how to read the articles. Fuck out of here. Bottom line, the Binance post you link is speculative. Of course, everything is speculative until it happens. It ties geopolitical commentary to XRP, actual on-chain metrics like decline XRP. Like decline XRP reserves, which people don't even know what that means. You will one day. Don't worry. On Binance and other exchanges are verifiable trends that have real implications for liquidity, though their interpretation remains debated. Supply shifting off of exchanges into ETFs. We showed you earlier what was happening with the ETFs there. What 1.6 billion, or private custody, which you don't know. That's not something you can look up.
Exactly.
The private custody, you don't know who owns what in private custody. And then with the escrows that Ripple releases, because they're in charge of releasing XRP monthly, you don't know where that goes. Most of it goes back into escrow, and a lot of it, who knows, it's already spoken for.
Yeah.
It's already spoken for. Because remember, this shit has been going on since 2014. So they can't release more in an emergency. Exactly. Let's say XRP runs out. They can't. Ripple can't just be like, okay, we're gonna release $1 billion in the middle of the month because it ran out. They can't do it. It's tied into the escrows, which is legally binded. Supply shifting off of exchanges into EFTs or ETFs or private custody can reduce immediate sell pressure, which is structurally different from supply shock. And should be evaluated with immeasurable flows rather than extreme macro hypotheticals. Yeah, but yeah, we're not even okay. So yeah, that's pretty much the point, man. Just remember, America's trying to win the 6G race, and we just proved how they gonna come about that, and how it's tied to the mark of the beast. 6G is part of the mark of the beast. 45, 47. That's 9. That's 11. Through. Yeah, presidential memoranda.
Yeah, this shit is coming, man. If you can't see right now that this is coming, you're really blind and you're really not watching, man. The scriptures talk about, Revelation 13 that we always bring out. All right, this is a vision that John, all right, the revelator, he's seen. Okay, he's seen people taking this. Okay, and we living in that time, man, to where we get ready to start to see the people start to be taking, all right, this chip, man, because everything is being laid out right now in the forefront.
Yeah, the system is in place.
Yeah,
the mark of the beast system is ready to go. It's already.
It just need one crisis.
They just need people to get the chip. Really, at this point,
yeah.
They just need it, like you said, crisis to tell people that this is what they need to identify themselves. As we just went through the whole fucking dialogue with Chat.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to prove yourself or prove who you are to be in this new system, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and they already starting with the conditioning already now with the people. Telling U.S. citizens to start carrying around credentials, all right, to verify yourself. So what matters in the event of a crisis, and it's gonna need for people to really identify themselves.
Because again, you can fake an ID. Yeah. Anybody can buy a fake ID, or you making themselves. But you think that the DMV's the only people with printers of fucking ID cards? You're a fucking idiot if you believe that.
You got that shit in your house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a printer. Yeah. It's literally a printer. It's just like you got a paper printer where you
Mhm.
print the documents.
Yeah.
And DMV got a printer for ID cards. And guess what? Niggas in the hood got that.
Only they need is just a system, the program to log in the information and
Yeah.
print it out.
So they trying to reduce all that fraud.
That's right.
And man, what the best way to do it is to put the verification inside of you.
That's we.
So hey, Lord's will, this is edifying. We're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone who were well. Salutation, much love to the Akim out there pushing out this word in truth and sincerity, as well as the men, women, and children learning in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom. These people don't see what the fuck is coming.